Hey everyone, this is Hannah from the Rocket Miner giving you today's COVID-19 update. Today our biggest local news was that Sweetwater County had another confirmed positive COVID-19 case. This is our 15th case in Sweetwater County, right after yesterday's 14th positive case. This new case is a young boy from Rock Springs. His parents were notified today that he has contracted the virus after Memorial Hospital was notified of the results of his tests by a private lab. This boy is in good condition and he continues to self-isolate at home according to Sweetwater County Public Health. Public Health is continuing contact tracing efforts to determine if this child is linked to any other active Sweetwater County cases. 11 of our lab confirmed cases in Sweetwater County are now recovered according to Sweetwater County Public Health, and excuse me, no cases are hospitalized right now, which is good. So we just have a few of the recent active cases that are still currently active in Sweetwater County. Today in Wyoming, we are up to 529 confirmed cases, 172 probable cases, and 487 recovered cases. Now these numbers don't yet include the newest Sweetwater County case that was confirmed today, so we know that there are actually at least 530 confirmed cases in Wyoming, but I'm sure that by later tonight or tomorrow the numbers will be updated and reflect that. Today we got some news about some of the summer events that we've been looking forward to and wondering whether or not they would be able to take place. Unfortunately, a few events have had to be canceled. Today, the Rock Springs International Day Committee announced that they have elected to postpone this year's event due to recent circumstances related to the COVID-19 virus. They said the celebration of Rock Springs' multinational heritage is currently being rescheduled for July 10th, 2021. So effectively they are canceling this year since this is an event that usually occurs every July. It won't be possible to do it this July, so we'll have to look forward to International Day next year. In their press release, they said the Rock Springs International Day Committee, composed of local volunteers, came to the conclusion to postpone the event both out of caution and concern for the health of the community and out of a desire to ensure that the event continues its trend of record-breaking attendance and community support. Another event that we heard about today was the Rods and Rails car show event that was scheduled to happen on June 20th, and that appears to have been canceled. The Facebook event page that was set up for that lists the event as canceled, and we don't know yet whether there are plans to postpone or to do a different event, but we'll share more information as it becomes available as far as what's happening with that event. I know that events like this being canceled is going to be frustrating and sad to a lot of people, and I'm sure that a lot of people right now are wondering why these events are still being canceled. If things are starting to reopen and we're starting to do better, won't we be fine by the summer to be able to have these events? But there are so many factors to keep in consideration. So many events like this, especially things like International Day, that are such a big event that have so many different groups coming in and vendors who are a part of it, they have to be planned so far in advance. And right now people just don't want to commit to an event like that in the summer when there's still so much uncertainty about it. So if you don't have people committing to come and be a part of it, it really makes it almost impossible to actually plan it. So lots of these things, since they have to be planned so far out, they have to be canceled right now because there's just no way to get them ready on time, even if we would be okay to have them at that point. And at this point there's still a lot of uncertainty, and even though we are starting to reopen and we are starting to do better in so many ways, we just don't know exactly where we'll be by the summer. We don't know for sure that in the next month or two we'll even be in a place where we can have these big events with lots of crowds of people. And so people are just being cautious, and sometimes events like this have to be canceled further out just because of the uncertainty with the planning and the uncertainty of where we'll be at that point. but I think it's important just to continue to show support to the community, to the people who do try to put these events together. As they said, the International Day community is made up of local volunteers. These are our friends and neighbors that are working so hard to put these things together and who have to make these really difficult decisions to cancel the event just for the safety of everyone involved and for the good of the event. So I think that even though there is disappointment with it, we need to just keep showing our support and understanding and recognizing the difficulty of these decisions and the different factors that influence them and make these decisions necessary. As far as the state's public health orders go, obviously Governor Gordon gave his press conference yesterday and shared more information about what this next phase coming in the next few days is going to be, what it will entail. We've shared some of the information about that. Today he posted on his Facebook to clarify something that had caused a little bit of confusion. He posted and said, "I would like to clarify a point of confusion in the updated public health orders that go into effect tomorrow, May 15th. Movie theaters, performance theaters, opera houses, concert halls, and music halls may operate with more than 25 persons in attendance as long as they adhere to the social distancing guidelines and restrictions listed in Public Health Order Number 1. So there had been some confusion with what he'd said, with movie theaters thinking that they were limited to the 25-person cap on events and gatherings. So he cleared that up and said that that's not true. They'll be able to have more than 25 people if they follow the social distancing guidelines that are set out as far as how to handle a group of that size. So today the Wyoming Movies Rock Springs Facebook page posted and said that because of this clarification, they're going to be working towards reopening sometime in June, and they'll be providing more information and a more specific date as they continue making that plan. I wanted to end with a recent uplifting story that we heard about. Just another awesome example of how our community comes together. We heard that the Church and Dwight Company employees at the Green River plant recently donated 5 pallets of personal protective equipment and laundry detergent to Memorial Hospital of Sweetwater County. They donated 8,000 medical grade masks, 4,000 non-surgical masks, and 400 N95 masks in order to help provide the staff some relief in their heroic efforts, according to Green River plant manager Tom Findlow. So that was just awesome to see another example of just the businesses and groups in our community that come together to support the hospital and our healthcare workers and the people who have been working so hard to get us through this virus. I just think it's so important for our community members to keep finding ways to come together and keep supporting each other through this time. Thank you for listening. We'll keep giving you more updates, and have a good night.